Hello to others. So as I've told you, the idea of the discussion was very clear that we'll talk on few stocks that I feel has enough rally and now it can correct a bit. Obviously, I can go wrong. Going wrong part is a part of it, but this few stocks, like 20 stocks, looks like it has done its part. So any of you guys have any questions, you can just ask and then we'll start. So the idea of the session is it has to be as interactive as possible. I am pretty much comfortable in Hindi and English. I can understand Kannada, Tamil. Yeah, so that's how it is. Anybody who is new can also introduce yourself. Like you can tell what exactly you do, what has been your experience, and then we're good to go. The session will be like 45 minutes to an hour. And obviously, if you have more things to discuss, it can go even longer. So I'll just share my screen in case I forget. Yesterday,
Abhi, Abhi, this is Sudarshan here.
yes, Sudarshan, hi,
Yeah. Good evening.
good evening.
Nice to see you, chap, as usual.
So yeah, Sudarshan is doing currency for how long? Like few months, right? 6, 7 months. So what do you do, Sudarshan? Like just so
Six.
the
I'm just trying.
your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Yeah, there was some issues with network. You have muted yourself. Anybody else?
Abhi, what do you use about railway stocks?
No, I'm saying keep holding it if you want, but place a tight stop loss because the day it falls, it will straight away take 10, 15, 20%. And after the 20%,
Yes, yes,
15%
yes.
fall, you will not feel like exiting, you will hold on, and that will lead to even more pain.
Yes, yes, yes.
So the way it has gone in a single day, it will be like first day 20% fall, next day 10, 15%, 10% fall, next day 5% fall, and that will 30, 40% will go up. So the only
True,
way out
true,
is
true.
very tight stop loss.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
What about SBI?
सर वो किधर भी नहीं जाएगा वही जाएगा ऊपर वही 100 150 पॉइंट नीचे ऊपर बैंक इज लुकिंग अ लिटिल बिट वीकेंड सो बट पैसा एक स्टॉक में बने रहने से नहीं बनता है यू हैव टू शिफ्ट स्टॉक्स एंड कीप डूइंग स्टफ सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज सो जो लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो है उसको सेपरेट रखो ऐसे 2 लाख का 10 लाख बाकी शॉर्ट टर्म में रोटेट करते रहो एक पोर्शन मनी को रख दो और फिर बाकी को रोटेट करो जो पैसा आपको नहीं चाहिए दैट पर्सन विल बी फॉर योर फ्यूचर जनरेशन दैट मनी यू कीप इट सेपरेट do long falls add on more. Another is bread and butter strategy where you keep rotating. So other will be like this. Because
Hi
high long
Abhishek,
time.
you look at
Yeah,
HDFC.
Daljit Singh, कैसे हैं?
Abhishek, how do you look at HDFC?
So, so to be honest, it can be bought if I look into the chart. But in terms of what people are thinking around it, there's still there's not a lot more of clarity there. So if you if you want, you can hold on for a bit more time and then take a call. If it moves back up, also it will take its own sweet time to go up. So this is the
Yeah,
chart.
because time is not a problem because I've added a little bit more on this dip.
Okay. So let me call this out. I'll just add this person. So see RSI
Abhi,
wise look makes sense on daily RSI, but weekly ये लिएट टू, सो यहाँ तक पहुंच सकता है, सो तो ठीक है, लाइक but you should only accumulate in this zone. Moment it goes up, no. If it comes back again below 30, you can start thinking of picking up,
Okay.
but nothing beyond this zone.
Right.
So idea should be keep tight stop losses on the stocks which are on the higher side, and try and accumulate those stocks which are on a which are turning. Like yesterday also we have discussed few stocks, those stocks. So even I'll tell you the name of the stocks which can be exited and also the stocks which can be bought. There's questions. If anybody has any, then we'll.
Any promising multi-bagger now?
So multi-bagger that way, like you don't know before it happens. So you have to keep accumulating and then you can start filtering it out. So
Anything on your horizon? I was asking.
see, if you see on a broader perspective, the stocks, like if you say from here, multi-bagger, like it doesn't have to be a continuous, on a logarithmic scale. It can be stocks which were at say 1,000 rupees, it has come down to 350 and then going up three times. So that kind of lot of opportunities are there.
Okay.
So IGL is turning,
Which one did you say?
Indraprastha gas.
Okay.
So that has potential till here.
Right.
Abhi, how about Adani Enterprises and ATGL?
That तो मैं भी नहीं ऐड कर पाया, मैं उतनी क्वांटिटी में बैठा हूँ.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fine. You can do short term, but long term is very difficult. You don't know what happens because they're anyway fundamentally very stretched. But short term play is totally okay.
Okay.
What about PSUs?
Again, the same thing. Tight stop loss because the day it falls, first day 20%, next day 10%, next day 7%, next day 4%, and gone.
The way it has gone up.
Same thing. Like what has happened 6 7 months back in IRFC and all those stocks, IBSCL. Same thing will happen. Sir, never think that whatever is happening in 2024 that will be different from 2022. It is exactly the same thing. जो पहले भी हुआ था अभी भी वही होगा. So this will be no different.
How do you see Yes Bank?
SBI is fine. There's nothing bad
Not
or good in
SBI.
that. That
Yes,
is
Yes
that.
Bank.
Okay, yes, bank. No comments. Like I
See,
don't want to
market
talk
cap has
about.
already crossed 75,000 crores.
हाँ, agreed है sir. But still उससे ज़्यादा पैसा मैं कहीं और बुला लूँगा.
Okay. Safer way.
हाँ, safer way. So why to take risk on that?
Right.
मतलब गाड़ी है, सेफ है, एयर बैग है, एबीएस है, एवरीथिंग है, फिर भी रात को ड्राइव नहीं करोगे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. सुबह जल्दी निकलो, उठ के सो के आराम से चलो, पहुंच जाओगे.
True.
That way. So means I have better qualities, I have better strategies to make money that मुझे सुजलॉन और एचडीएफसी से अगर नहीं बनाया so doesn't there's no problem with it.
If you want to play this budget, coming budget in options, what do you suggest?
So everyone in social media, if they're talking about buying option, go with short option strategies primarily, like but take protected ones like butterfly or butterfly or condo. That will be much better because there will be IV crash. IV crash होगा, premiums घटेंगे because now this crazy premium. Even for me also, I'm continuing with the same position. So Nifty, if you do iron butterfly for monthly, let's do it for monthly. In one lot,
Abhi,
yeah.
cur- currency not moved almost for 3 4 months today till now.
No, that's why last month I didn't do
What
much of USD, but this month again I'll start with bigger quantity. I start with 500, 600. Let's see, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. We'll see. So
what
if
about
you
your
have for
views for the future? I mean, the next
no,
month.
so currency is a very fundamentally different thing. Views will not work. Only thing what I know is if something goes wrong, how you repair it. So I don't make money by knowing what
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
Nifty will
Definitely,
go.
definitely.
I only make money because I know a little bit of repairing. If thing goes against me, I know how to survive that. At the same time, mentally I am strong enough to see losses and then recover back, which most people lack. Like even any new trader who is coming into market, if he has patience, at least 90% of his bad trades will come into positive. But then again, it takes a lot of belief system. That belief system takes time to happen.
Okay, okay.
So something like
So
this.
you're
For
saying if market gives you shit, you make fertilizer out of it, is it?
no, so but the idea is most people they run out in the market and try to focus on shit when there are diamonds aside. So money is designed that it should not flow equally to everyone, right? So it is not pertaining to money. If you see, only 2% of Indians are healthy. Only 2% of Indians can run 10 kilometers. Only 2% of Indians have enough money. So it is all like that. If something is fruitful, abundance will be always with very less number of people because human beings are designed like that. So although if I want people to do a certain thing, most people will not. People know if they know also there is a Instagram or anywhere people are saying in YouTube rice is bad, this is bad for diabetics. The number of diabetic patients in India will only increase. So yeah. So although I am saying that convert the shit into fertilizer, but most people will not be able to do that.
That was on a lighter side,
No, I'm saying,
but good. Thanks.
but I'm also saying, like I said, because the fact is still stays the fact, right?
Yeah,
Right. I've seen people who are diabetic will say the आधा चम्मच चीनी दे दो. Even one granule of sugar is poison for that person. But that person is so much of slave for their tongue, they cannot leave that. They're ready to die.
correct.
So you cannot make everybody equally hardworking, equally disciplined, equally patient. So that is beyond possible. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, so this month actually was very tough in currencies, and I was running with 600 lots weekly, but finally I was able to make around 85K returns, which is like 5.6% returns. But yes, it was very tough. First 2.5 weeks I
हाँ
struggled,
वो
and
जो
then
नीचे
like
गिरा
Abhishek.
that fall was very difficult. So this is the currency chart.
So yeah, it was very difficult this month, but like what Abhishek was saying, I was able to manage and digest. At
This
one point, I had cut one leg at a loss of 1,50,000.
this,
But
this
I knew 2 weeks later I will come up with money.
so this part
Yeah.
this part actually the single day fall that was a problem.
Yes, that was very, very bad. So I remember in 1 week I had to repair call option, and in the same week I had to repair the put option also.
So if it doesn't happen, what happens is if you're not making this month, it will give you the money next month. So if a very high
That's what
movement month,
exactly.
next month it will be much under control.
And
The same thing with Nifty also. So if you see Nifty, December was painful, but if you repeat the same process and if you're doing neutral kind of a strategies, obviously November, December was pathetic for anybody who is doing the non-directional strategies. There is a straddle, strangle, butterfly, all those kind of a thing, iron contour. But then once that has happened, once that level of 22,000 high is made, Now next 5-6 months will be much easy money in terms of option selling. So if there
So
is a
what do you do,
pain,
Abhishek,
yeah,
for the Nifty? Do you take weekly or monthly?
for like if I have to do strategies, what I do is even in options I create something like long term and short term. तो क्या
Okay,
करता हूँ मैं? So let's say I can have capacity to take 10 lots.
okay,
So if I take 10 lots on monthly, my probability would be say 50%. ठीक है?
okay,
If I take the same 10 lots in weekly, the probability would be 50%,
okay.
right? But if I combine weekly and monthly, my probability goes up to 60%. So what I do
Okay.
is I'll take a core position of monthly 50% monthly or 60% monthly, and between 40% will be weekly. So what will happen is weekly will get repaired faster. I'll get some money. It will be like my income. और फिर मैं एक नया पोजीशन बनाऊंगा.
So you take then the neutral positions for monthly and weekly. So that means agar monthly mein if you have sold call option, you're selling the put option in the weekly
नहीं
or
ऐसा
the
नहीं.
vice versa.
Total strategy. Let's say I'll show it to you out here. Let's say
Okay,
I'm doing a 29 Feb का straddle. This is the payout
right.
with a 58% chances of making money, right?
Yeah.
So along with that, what I'll do is, okay, this is the problem. It will get changed. One second, I'll add it separately. 29 Feb, it's a short straddle, okay? Now, along with this, what I'll do is 21 350. I'll do. So this will be my position. So this 21,000 will come by 1st of Feb, and after this coming also, I'll have another 36,000 to be made on a monthly basis. And wherever the rate is there, based on that, I'll create a new position. So instead of
So
taking two
complex.
lots on weekly or two lots on monthly, I'll always have one monthly and one weekly.
But almost similar position. जैसे straddle है तो straddle है, strangle है तो strangle है.
हाँ नहीं वो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो दैट यू कैन वैरी आई एम सेइंग इवन आप ये कर सकते हो कि मैं यहाँ पे मैं वीकली नहीं लूंगा मैं मंथली लूंगा ठीक है और उसको मैं एक एक पोजीशन ले रहा हूँ और जहाँ पे ये ग्रीक हटेगा दैट टाइम आई मैनेज विद वीकली यू कैन इवन डू दैट बिकॉज वीकली गिव्स यू हायर डेल्टा मीन्स
Okay.
both. So in monthly you are saying 300 rupees but you're getting 40 delta. For weekly at 100 rupees you'll be getting 45 46 delta.
Hmm.
So one second, let me show it to you with an example. Let's say 29 Feb का 350 का say 450 का call. This is first Feb and this is 29 Feb.
Hmm.
So you can see, okay. So normally because of budget here the monthly is more, okay. But in normal scenarios, most of the time the weekly will be having higher delta.
Hmm.
So you'll be able to manage this better. Plus weekly का delta decay faster है, so you keep making money also faster.
Right. But a position मतलब if मतलब just to clarify तो position जैसे आपने basically monthly position and weekly positions you have created both of them. But अगर आपका weekly में if it starts to go bad, you start to repair it by rolling out or doing
No,
whatever
I'm
it
saying
takes.
whatever goes bad, you keep adjusting using weekly only.
Using weekly, but if the weekly goes bad, you just
No,
adjust
see,
weekly only.
no, if you have a monthly and a weekly position, both together the delta will be going bad. You'll be adjusting the delta using new weekly position only.
Okay, okay.
Or else a weekly position ko keep it as a long term thing and then adjust keep a monthly position and then adjust the monthly position using your weekly thing.
That's what I was thinking. Ki I don't know. I mean, I don't play very often in Nifty because I'm more now into currency. But आपने monthly बना लिया, and then if the position starts to go against you, adjust in weekly so that you know your delta theta decay also happens faster.
Yes, exactly. And
Okay.
your margin is getting free, right? तो पैसे डाल लो, पैसे निकल जा रहा है, फिर उसको फिर नया adjust करो.
Correct, correct. Makes sense.
So this way. So I'll quickly share and then we'll again have a discussion. So anybody wants, we can do that. So these are the few stocks which are looks like that the rally is kind of over. So you can just, I'll give you the name of the stocks. Equitas, if anybody is holding. RSI, lot of divergence, slowly getting below 70. If you want to hold also, keep a tight stop loss or can be exited. First stock, second is CESC, similar kind of divergence, tight stop loss or can be booked. L&T Finance Holding, Exide, back below 70. Kalyan Jewelry, very strong divergence. ITC, Uno Minda, DLF, Torrent Power. Macrotech, Prestige, Cholamandalam. So all the stocks, you can book some profit, partial profit, PDL, TVS Motor.
So any fresh buys?
It's difficult, so not looking that great. So what happens? I'll just come to. Let me finish this. I'll answer this. Repeat the question once I'm done with this. Phoenix Mills, E-Clerks. So yeah, this is the list. Fresh buys you can accumulate on those stocks like Aarti, you say they are turning Wipro, Avas. Like yesterday's videos, if you see, it is there. These all are turning, so can be. So what I'm trying to do is I'm exiting the stocks which are on the this kind of trend and buying stocks which is at the lower end of the cycle. So we are trying to exit all the nifty stocks which is in this kind of pattern. So we are trying to exit those stocks which are is in a pattern like this, and we are trying to buying stocks which are in this kind of zone now with a proper pullback. So yes, guys, question. So I think all of you have made a note. You can even like pause the video. Like anyway, I'll be uploading this. So yeah, you can just unmute yourself and ask question. No problem. Yes, sir.
I have a
Mr.
question.
Yeah.
So, what is your call about this thing? Sugar industry. I mean, ethanol being one of the key byproduct, but still, we've been seeing a downturn in sugar industry, and though it was doing a really good
नहीं नहीं because that is
four
again
five months ago.
fundamentally government driven, right? Government ने बोला कि अभी नहीं इसमें कुछ दिन होल्ड करो, and that's when all ethanol company crashed. कि इतना ही तुम प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो.
So there is a cap on that, isn't it?
There's no cap. I'm saying that's a news driven thing. तो गवर्नमेंट ने बोला कि मैंने एथेनॉल पेट्रोल में एथेनॉल मिक्स करूंगा, सब भागे. फिर मैं गवर्नमेंट ने बोला कि एक साल तक मैं मत मिक्स करो, तो वो गिर गए. सिंपल.
I think I have missed this news. क्या क्या
हाँ
बोला था
तो
गवर्नमेंट ने?
कुछ होगा न्यूज मैं याद नहीं है. सो गवर्नमेंट हाँ ये देखो. Clear? इसीलिए न्यूज पे काम नहीं करते क्योंकि कभी एक न्यूज देख के आप घुस गए, फिर दूसरा न्यूज नहीं देखा तो एग्जिट भूल जाओगे, फिर यस बैंक हो जाएगा. सो या,
Correct.
so it becomes like the same story, right? One ground staff was cleaning the aeroplane right after the pilot left. तो वहां पे एक बुक लिखा था कि how to fly aeroplane volume 1. ठीक है. उसने लिखा था कि press this button it will start, then pull this button it will start moving, right? And for take off press this button or pull this lever. ऐसे करके चल गया. फिर वो लास्ट पेज आ गया. And then it was written to how to learn how to land, refer volume 2. Volume 2 है ही नहीं प्लेन में.
తెలియదురా నాన్న ఎప్పుడు కావాలంటే తీసుకుంటారు.
So it will be like that.
Yeah, I know this story.
Similar. So whatever you're doing, your logic should have an entry logic and an exit logic. If it is not, if the exit and entry logic is not defined, it is vague or it is news driven, then it's very difficult for money to happen.
Yes.
So Abhishek, I just got logged out. ये इसका sensible
Sensible? Hello? Hello?
So I wanted to add Petronet. What do you say?
Petrol concern. LNG.
Yeah, this one.
Very choppy range bound. Breakout हुआ तो होगा, नहीं तो फिर वापस आ जाए. You come back. 285 can be expected. But I would still say, like for me, if you ask me the how Indian market is rigged, pullback trades works much better than breakout trades.
Okay.
So I'll try to still, I'll prefer a stock which is somewhere over here than something which is out here expecting that we'll go to 281, there will be breakout and then 350 yoga.
So add
So
support.
yeah, नो बिकॉज जब ये यहाँ पे है 280 पे है और तब निफ्टी गिरने लगा तो फिर वो लिक्विडिटी भाग जाएगा मार्केट से,
Yeah,
राइट?
yeah, correct. Yeah,
So
correct.
that is what the problem fundamentally with breakout is. So even along with that, Nifty has to support. Everything has to be the perfect. तभी वो होगा. Otherwise, it's always better because what happens if you buy the stock over here and if Nifty is falling also, it will not fall much because it is already it's standing corrected, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right. यहाँ पे अगर मार्केट गिरे भी तो आईटी में उतना सेलिंग नहीं होगा क्योंकि पहले से गिरा हुआ है.
Yeah, there'll be more of panic selling, that.
But panic selling will be on banks, on the stocks which have gone up like crazy, on the defense PSU banks, right? Railway, उसमें होगा गंदा selling.
So you can buy something like Aarti Industries, no?
Lottery is looking very good. So you can accumulate till its last high. It's accumulated at every low. Buy at every low. I told you that time also when we met, right? Here only I
Yeah,
told you.
yeah,
Before that actually started happening, I told you here only at this level. Then it fell for 2 months and then it started moving up.
yeah. You told me. Yeah, I remember.
So same Aarti Industries, Wipro, Avas, this was all given in the group that time.
So, Abhishek, is there a way like these are all the trading stocks for some duration, short, long? But in terms of our investments, I am accumulating index and some equity mutual fund, in terms of the long-term investment of stocks, is there anything we can play with?
Like, coming in.
So all these stocks, Abhishek, are more for the some sort of a trading, matlab maybe 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 3 months, or some duration. Now,
नहीं लॉन्ग टर्म
in
भी है
terms of
अगर
investment,
अगर आप if you're doing investment also your target will be 300% above but stock अगर सिग्नल दे रहा है तो फिर निकलने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है because
नहीं
ultimately
नहीं.
you're
So
made.
what? No. So my question was कि investment के लिए are there a different way to look into stocks, or these are the stocks which as long as we are playing with, we can play with?
Listen, let's take my this portfolio, right? Let's say this. So I'm sitting at 376% return. ठीक है. अगर मार्केट गिरा भी तो निफ्टी 50% गिर गया तो भी ये 100% रिटर्न पे बैठेगा, राइट? सो इफ समथिंग हैज मैच्योर्ड दैट वे इसको हाथ ना लगाओ तो भी चलेगा
Okay.
because you can take that because you have that kind of buffer, right? मेरा अदानी तो हिडनबर्ग भी होके गया but still I was from now at 1500% it came down to 800%.
Correct.
So if you have that kind of stock and it has matured that no matter how much if a 2020 also happens you will be still in profit you can hold, right? But at the same time, imagine if a 2026 वाला fall happens and you have 1 year portfolio, उसको सारा बेच के जब नीचे लगाओगे तभी तो ज्यादा पैसा बनेगा. So exit is also a very important part of it.
True.
Now,
True.
so if you have only buy and hold strategy, you will miss out on 2000, you'll miss out on 2008, you'll miss out on 2020.
True.
So वो भी नहीं कर सकते. Because what will
Makes
happen
sense.
is you will get 1 week exit, next week you will not exit, and after that everything goes for a toss. Like I
Correct.
let me tell you in 2020, ठीक है अगर 2020 से मैं 2011 से क्लासेस ले रहा हूँ तो मैंने 9 साल लोगों को बताए थे एग्जिट का मैकेनिज्म, ठीक है और उस 9 साल में मैंने करीब 3 साढ़े 3 हजार लोगों को ट्रेन किया है.
Uh,
300 लोगों भी नहीं निकले,
True.
right? Even आप like your class was before COVID, right?
Yes. Yes. Way
Yeah.
beyond.
So even that time also you see many of the people have not exited.
Correct. Correct.
So उनके लगता है कि भाई अभी आया एग्जिट कॉल एक हफ्ता रुक जाते
तो
हैं.
अभिषेक, मेरा वही प्रॉब्लम है कि जैसे प्रॉब्लम क्या मतलब प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है. जैसे मैंने आरईसी लिया हुआ है, 4x हो चुका है, 400% प्लस है.
हाँ
अब मुझे
तो
उसमें समझ में भी नहीं आता एग्जिट क्यों करूं. उसकी अर्निंग्स भी ठीक ग्रो हो रही हैं, ऑफ कोर्स
ठीक
फॉल
है तो
आएगा.
चले दो, नो प्रॉब्लम. There's nothing wrong with it. So this is going fine. It is, let it go fine. No problem. It will give you pattern that okay, it is ending. So once this stops and then goes into a range bound kind of a thing, it's a call. You can take a call
Acha.
there. So right now it is trending strong, right?
सब overheated है.
Huh. Overrated, hai, but it is ranging, right? So even REC, if there is a correction also, there will be a very steep correction and then it bounces back and then create a range. In that range, on the higher part of the range, you exit and then find some other stock where you can rotate your money.
Sure.
सर एक डाउट है, लाइक सपोज आपने वो मूविंग एवरेज वाला स्ट्रेटजी सिखाया था ना,
Right.
तो उसका एंट्री तो पता है, जैसे यू टेक फॉर एग्जांपल यू टेक हैथवे, नाउ एंड आई हैव गॉट माय एंट्री, नाउ वेयर डू आई एग्जिट, लाइक हाउ कैन आई सेट अ
जो exit logic सीखा है, anyway we'll not discuss strategies because but जो exit भी है, we'll exit at the exit call. If you don't know that, being me personally, I'll reiterate the exit strategy.
yeah,
As per I remember, I have given you both entry and exit also.
yeah, so correct.
So whichever logic was for entry, the exact opposite logic was for exit.
Okay.
So I was showing something, right? For USD INR, the premiums have dropped drastically. So 29 June, ATM IB is 1, which used to be like 3, 1.6. You remember, like it used to be 3, 3.54, 4.6.
Hmm?
Kapil Sudarshan.
Yeah, of
Ayan,
course. But what I have seen, Abhishek, from my experience, and of course, Mera experience is not, as compared to yours. Even in this low IVs, the returns are about 6%, 7% per month.
नहीं, वो है, but I'm saying, so what happens is when you're trading with a lower IV, your maximum profit drops.
Correct, which is true.
And when if there is a major movement that happens, you end up losing more money क्योंकि फिर वो नीचे
Yes,
lower
yes.
IV से ऊपर जाता है.
Which is there. Which I experienced first 2.5 weeks in.
So जो मुझे 500 क्वांटिटी का शॉर्ट चैनल, now it's giving me, okay, it's 29 Feb का देखते हैं, 27 Feb का, it will be giving me
It's about 400 rupees hoga per lot.
ये
Because I
trade
was
में
checking it.
one second, I'll just
Uh,
so 16 Feb, it is not getting traded, okay, whatever is the reason. So now on a monthly basis, it's giving you 2 lakh rupees for 500 lots. 3-4 months back, that used to be 3.5 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees.
which is there, yes.
क्योंकि वही हुआ ना जो 3.5 IV था, that is now 1.
Correct. See,
So,
though, which I agree. कि चूंकि IVs are less, तो premiums are less, तो पिटाई ज्यादा होगी. But what I'm
so
saying is,
now in that case, now if you're trading, you cannot trade without butterfly. So you have to trade with butterfly kind of a scenario. Plus, what will happen is in the low IV scenario, your max loss will be more. So you're trying to make 6,000 and your max loss is 19,000. Whereas in the high IV scenario, this profit will be higher and max loss will be much lower.
which is there.
So in this kind of a market, what I do is I do training strategies on thing which is when it is down, right? That makes much better sense. So if you see now, if you see Nifty the returns are crazy. At the money straddle is giving you close to 30%, 32%.
Correct.
निफ्टी में कहा 32% था पहले तो
Correct.
कर्व यहीं
IVs
पे
बहुत ज्यादा है ना because of the
फर्स्ट डेविएशन में ही खत्म हो जाता था अभी इट इज गोइंग टिल सेकंड डेविएशन
correct. Which is there because budget का है ना Abhishek.
हाँ
That's
so but that will stay right till election it has to go up so next 4-5 months it will be crazy money
correct.
so you are getting 20,600 to 22,080 imagine the range
Correct. Range is huge.
1400
almost
points
900
range.
points. Yeah, 900 points downside and crazy points upside. 800 points upside. Yeah.
So now, if you ask me personally, Nifty is much better risk reward wise than USD. But जब निफ्टी लो आईपी में चला जाता that time we all traded currency and मस्त पैसे बना लिए उसमें.
Okay. But you were saying na कि you will start currency now.
हाँ, so maybe I'll start trend following. जैसे अभी मेरा लग रहा है, जैसे मेरा जो अभी current position है in currency, I have lost money in JPY, so I'll roll over this position. So we have started playing naked because उसमें थीटा का कोई issue नहीं है. So I bought at this support level thinking it will move up. It didn't move up, so it came down. So I'll now I have bought again. I bought 30 here. I bought another 30 here, and if market doesn't move up, I'll roll over the position for next month.
इसमें options नहीं है क्या अभिषेक? There are
Right.
no options.
Yeah, only on JPB, GBP option है, but that is very illiquid. So if you get stuck, it will be very difficult for you to exit the position. So मैं क्या करूँगा? मैं ये no profit no loss पे है, so I'll exit GBP, Euro and this thing I'll roll over. So both are very nicely placed. So
Abhishek, Gopal here. I just have a quick question on
yeah,
JPY futures. So whenever I see DXY, falling a little bit, I see JPY
yeah,
yeah.
falling.
So basically, I hedge my positions with the dollar, with the silver most of the time, or
Hmm,
euro.
hmm.
But in the current scenario, I think JPY is, is the best currency right now to hedge with US dollar. Is my
Yes.
assumption like correct?
Yeah, both are because both are positively correlated. So yeah.
Okay.
So normally euro and GBP tends to move together, whereas
Yeah.
uh, like yen and dollar are pretty similar. But now because
Okay.
whatever you're seeing, it is now everything is skewed. That there will be days when gold, silver, dollar, nifty all are up. Someday all are down. So yeah, so that is it is not as perfect market as it used to be long back. But yeah. But this is the basic. We can say now they're in a decoupling kind of a mode, but in general, 80% of the time, that is how it works.
Right. So one more thing is, I think the the entire situation that is happening within US dollar is they have made people confused.
Yes.
One thing they are saying is they're going to cut interest rate and they're expecting the dollar to fall. Whereas on the other hand, if you see the interest rates, the inflation and the GDP numbers that have come out, it is coming in favor of US dollar.
Hmm.
So my assumption is they might take the dollar value at a higher range, probably around 83.75, and once they announce the rate cut, might come down a bit.
No, but that has happened. I've been worrying about that. But the problem is this time, because of election and all, RBI is intervening a lot in USD trade. It is not allowing it to move, neither is allowing it to fall.
Yes.
But ultimately, one fine day they will run out of cash and there will be a huge breakout, and that has to happen. But I'm feeling, but whenever this happens, it will make a new high or something like that. So it has been very long time that nothing much is happening there. If you say USD INR chart, it is never like this. So it is too silent. That this month, December, there was a fall, right? I thought, okay, maybe something will happen, but then again it went back.
Right.
And
So even I'm confused now. Like basically the dollar is already, is always uptrend, but right now, the situation is like completely different
so this range
because
has
of,
been very tight. So the breakout when it
yeah,
happens, it will not be below 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 1 rupee, 1 rupee 50 paisa. Because
right.
whatever is happening is not healthy.
Sir, what are your views, Abhishek? Like the dollar in the near future, will you see
So
an uptrend or?
it will be always in uptrend. It is by inherent by design only. It has to be uptrend. It cannot go down. You
Mhm.
will your economy goes anywhere. You bring 10 Modis also. It's not gonna. That is by design. It has to go up because currency has to devalue. People are borrowing. Central banks will be printing more currency. People buying home loan, car loan. So obviously it has to depreciate.
So if there is a correction, like when they cut interest rates, how much do you think it will happen? Like 50 paisa, like.
So normally the trend is if you see currency, it will be like flat for a year or so, and then there'll be a breakout. So
Mhm.
this was the reason, and this is the breakout. So I'm kind of thinking the same thing here. So when this breakout, you should go to 85 and then create a higher, then again trade within that 85 and 83 again for a year or 6, 7 months, 8 months.
Mhm.
At least it shouldn't be a straight line. This was still fine.
Yeah.
So what I used to do is we should take position. I used to lose money here, but I used to have put options. So here in this fall, I used to make money from calls. Okay,
Mhm.
and this put we used to roll over. So now without calls, so here I would have made 3 lakh rupees from calls, and I would have lost 1.5 lakh rupees in put. So what I'll do, I'll book the calls here and then roll over the put because anyway USD is always appreciating. And the
Right.
remaining 4 lakhs, when the put goes back and comes back to the similar level, I'll recover all my money in put. So
Right.
that used to be the strategy. Now even that is not happening. One fall, 2 days up.
Mhm. Yeah. So even my thoughts are the same. Like in futures, there's nothing much in the dollar right now. I
So
think only
eventually
option
sometime it
selling.
will go back to this 83, 83, 75 it breaks and goes to 84, 85 and then again plays a range. Or
Right.
maybe after election they will make it volatile. They will stop interfering.
Yeah. Obviously, in election times, they wouldn't want the dollar to go down. So that is
Hmm.
another thing.
So after that maybe it will say okay you do whatever you want. So this is the range I'm talking about. This is what happens.
So option selling, Abhishek, can we consider 83.75 on the higher side and 82.5
No, but
or
as I
712?
told you, option selling is not attractive as of now
Mhm.
because of the obvious reason it is too low. So if anybody who have not done like for us who are a part of the group, we have all of us who have been trading option USD INR, we had made last 1.5 year crazy money. Like we have made
Right.
there are people in the group who have made 10, 15% a month wise basis. Right. There are even students of mine who has made more money than me. But now the IVs are too low. Right.
Yeah.
So, so if you're taking a butterfly also, what will happen
Mhm.
is it will be with a very bad risk to reward. Your reward will be less and the risk will be much higher.
Mhm.
So instead of this, if you want to take directional based trades in other currencies, that is still better.
Yeah. I think Nifty is looking good.
See, it has made this high, it has fallen. Can be bought with this as a stop loss, or else just say, okay, I'll hold euro, no problem. We'll see. Anyway, it has to go up always,
Yeah.
right? Same with JPY. It is at a very good, decent price. Like we are all going long now, JPY. Anyway, I
So,
already have long. People who don't have, they can, like I can put it here only.
so compared to Euro and GBP, I think GBP is looking more attractive because their
No,
interest rate.
GBP, there's a breakout chances, but that may not happen.
Okay.
So this is JPY.
Yeah, this is looking very attractive actually.
Yes, it can be bought. So now if it goes below also, if it gives, if it falls, I'll add on more another 30 also. I'm okay with that. So Euro and JPY looking attractive. GBP not that much because it hasn't corrected that much. Yeah. So nothing much has happened here. So if it falls back here, like go and buy, no problem.
Right.
So I play very simple, right? It comes to a support zone, I buy. If it falls
Yeah.
back again here, I'll buy more.
Yeah.
So after buying here, it comes back here, I'll exit some of the thing. Now my average is this only, and then I'll allow and rally lead this rally till the previous high. That is how what I do. I don't buy these small pullbacks. I'll wait for a bigger pullback, something like JPY INR.
Yes. Yes.
This is happy pullback from me. This will be, if you draw a retracement also, it will be like anywhere between 68 to 78 kind of a percentage. Which I don't need to draw also.
Right.
68 to 70. This is the sweetest spot to buy something. 61 to
Yeah.
78.
Thanks, Abhishek.
Yeah. So guys, we'll end up. So any questions? Feel free to ask.
So, Abhishek, one last question. In Nifty,
Yes.
like what strategy in option selling do you prefer right now?
Right now, till budget, you can go with this. The similar iron butterfly, or okay, this is coming as monthly one. Don't do the weekly one. Always do the monthly one. This is looking superb. So you can say
Mhm.
in one lot, you need 43,000, 9,000 is the max profit, and 500 rupees is the max loss. So if you multiply it, let's say if you do 5 quantity, so you can make 47,000 max profit, 2,500 rupees loss. Or this is called iron butterfly, or you can do iron condor. Here the probability is slightly more.
Yeah.
But don't go for buying option. Selling option is still fine. Like this strategies, don't go for buying. In media and all, they'll say go for like long straddle or long butterfly or long straddle, long strangle. Don't go for that. That doesn't work because of the
Mhm.
premium is so high. Before the
Yeah.
budget or that the day of budget, there will be a huge. Even if you don't do anything, also the day before the budget, take a butterfly or a condor, you will easily make 20-30% return.
Right. Right. Yeah. Got it, Abhishek. Thanks.
Yeah. Even before that, I'll post my budget trades also. Give what exactly I'm taking, what is in my position. Question, guys.
हेलो
हाँ समझ
सर
सकते
सभ्य सर
हम्म।
सर वो हाउ डू यू डिसाइड दिस स्ट्रेटजीज इन ऑप्शन सर
वो अलग है इसमें मेजर मेजर लोग किए हुए हैं तो उनको थोड़ा बहुत पता है सो
ओके
बट देयर इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग उसमें मतलब रिपेयरिंग है काफी चीजें हैं तो उसमें वो अलग अलग मतलब काफी टाइम चाहिए उसमें और काफी इंटरेक्शन चाहिए
ओके
तो वहां पे लाइव ट्रेनिंग में जितने भी देखते हो जो अनिश वलिश है कपिल है दे हैव ऑल डन ऑप्शन वाला प्रोग्राम
ओके
बट अगर तुम अपने से सीख के भी तुम मुझे पिंग कर सकते हो मतलब कुछ कर रहे हो और कुछ डाउट है तो आई बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू आउट बट ऐसा नहीं कि वो 1 घंटे बैठ के आप सीख जाओगे
जी जी जी
सो ऐसा है बट अगर तुम खुद से भी लेके कुछ कर रहे हो आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम आई हेल्प यू आउट
सर वो सेंसिबल में उसमें आप ट्राई एंड एरर करके कर सकते हैं ना
हाँ, लेकिन अगर तुम्हें कोई भी स्ट्रेटेजी करना बेटर है, तुम करेंसी में जाके करो क्योंकि सस्ते में हो जाएगा। जहाँ पे यहाँ पे बहुत पैसा लगेगा,
हाँ सर।
ये सेम सेम अगर मैं कॉन्डोर यहाँ पे निफ्टी में करूँ, मुझे 40,000 रुपए चाहिए। सेम अगर इफ आई डू इट इन यूएसडी ना, आई कैन डू इट इन 1,400 रुपए में।
ओके।
सो यू कैन प्रैक्टिस देयर, कोई डाउट है तो वहां पे भी जो हम लोग ट्रेड ले रहे हैं उसी को एक लॉट लेके करके छोड़ दो, वहां पे देखो, सबके साथ बात करो, एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू कनेक्ट विद पीपल, राइट, जो लाइव ट्रेडिंग का ग्रुप है।
जी जी सर, वो लास्ट टाइम होल्ड किया था तो आ गया था सर।
नहीं, वो ठीक है, वो एक पार्ट है, बट उसको कंटिन्यूअस करना है, तभी तुम सीखोगे। बिकॉज अदरवाइज इफ यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग टेकिंग द सेम पोजीशन, बाकी लोग क्या बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि तुम्हें लगेगा कि तुम कन्वर्सेशन के बीच में जा रहे हो।
हाँ हाँ।
सो जो भी कोई पोस्ट कर रहा है, राइट, उसको देख लो कि कौन पोस्ट कर रहा है। वो जो 100 लॉट का लिया उसका एक लॉट का ले लो, एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट कम्युनिकेटिंग विद हिम कि उसके दिमाग में चल क्या रहा है।
ओके।
बट इफ यू डोंट टेक लाइव ट्रेड्स, नहीं होने वाला।
जी जी जी। ठीक है सर, थैंक यू।
ये क्या बैरागी जी, क्या चल रहा है?
Am I audible?
ये यू आर ऑडिबल।
कैसे हो आप?
मस्त मस्त।
बस सब बढ़िया सर, आप बताओ।
चलो ठीक है, कोई इशू नहीं, चल रहा है अभी। फोकस मोर ऑन निफ्टी, करेंसी का कुछ प्रीमियम है नहीं, सो दैट इज हाउ। सो हाउ आर थिंग्स एट योर एंड? Anybody else, if you want to ask questions, we'll say, or else we'll kind of wind up the session. It's almost an hour, so
सब बढ़िया बैंगलोर में?
बैंगलोर में सब ठीक। It's
चलो
getting
आता हूँ मैं
hotter.
भी कुछ दिन में।
आ जाओ कभी भी। So one request for you guys, you have to keep it more attractive. So if you're attending the session, before that, plan your questions कि क्या हो सकता है, what the things that you want to talk about, even anything that you have experienced, जैसे कहीं पे कुछ पढ़ लिए, कोई रील देख लिए, कुछ बात कर रहे कोई, we can even discuss all of that. So I don't think anything else. So shall we wind up today's session? So all of you who have attended, if you have any questions, I am already in the group. You can ask me anything, no problem.
So Abhishek, when does this happen? Like on a daily basis or weekly basis?
So I have started doing it on a daily basis. So it's a great way to connect because I understand even what is happening around, right? So otherwise, we as a trader, that's a very lonely thing. Means it's not that you have to join every day. If you can join every day, nothing like it. But it's a continuous thing. So we are bringing everybody in one page so that we can churn the most out of it.
True, true. Yeah.
So, and normally nobody by 8:30, and it's not that very formal that you have to sit in house and then don't do it. You can even walk around, but like be in a soundless kind of environment, but you can do your stuff. Even you can join from your mobile also. I don't have a problem because if someday I am also traveling, I'll join from my mobile. But the thing is, we all connect, we talk, we understand what is happening because now this 2 days market is closed, right? So maybe Saturday and Sunday will not do much. But again, Monday onwards, because market will be there, we can all discuss our position, kya chal raha hai, what we are doing, what new stocks we are buying. So it will be like live trading, like end of the day live trading, where we discuss our trades also.
Yeah, true, Abhishek. Yeah.
And down the line, even if we are happy, like if you have something to share or in terms of your trades or anything, we can even like I'll give you access. You take a presentation for some time discussing things, and it's a continuous learning process. And what I'm doing is I'm recording this and I'm putting it there so everybody can go back and refer also.
Yeah, yeah, that's great actually.
So thanks, guys. So I think tomorrow and day after will not be there, but again from Monday we'll start. So that makes sense, right? But do you think what do you think? Day every day is better, every alternate day is better, or like what exactly is what do you guys think? Like I don't have a problem spending 1 hour with you guys.
Alternate day will be a good option.
So we'll do a poll on that. Let's say we'll.
Alternate we can do.
Yeah, same thing for me. Alternate works.
Okay, so we'll keep it alternate then. So we'll do it in Monday and then we'll decide the next one.
Oh, you do everything together, right? Like stocks, currency, Nifty, everything.
Yeah, so I'm like, so it's like a OPD, right? Somebody has fever, somebody has body pain, somebody has measles, so you don't know, right?
Yeah, cool, cool. No problems.
So whatever you understand, you take that. And if you're not understanding currency or if you're not doing Nifty, nothing to feel bad. That's fine. Even in equity also, you can make a lot of money.
Sure.
Done, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Abhishek. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye. Take care.
Bye, sir. Good
Happy
night.
weekend. Good night.